Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have some very exciting news. I'm officially starting my transfer cycle for my frozen embryo transfer on my journey to becoming a single mom by choice. If you're new here, my name is Kaitlyn. I'm 36 years old and I live in Maryland, and I have been sharing and documenting everything on this journey that started early last year. I've gone through an egg freezing cycle. I have done 3 IUIs that were not successful. I created some embryos last October. I was originally planning on a transfer cycle in December, but ended up meeting someone, and that was going really well until it wasn't. Had some changes happening at work, so needed to kind of reacclimate and reset at work and in my personal life. And then now I'm happy to say I'm finally ready. So in October, when I went through my embryo creation and egg retrieval to make some embryos, I had 18 eggs retrieved. 12 of those were mature. 10 of those fertilized and 9 became embryos on day 5. And then out of those 9, we sent those off for PGT testing, and 6 were euploid embryos. So very excited about that I have 6 little embryos frozen. I have 5 of one sex and 1 of the other. So I will save that as a surprise for a later video, but I'm very excited and have some really good quality embryos that are AB and BA graded. So very excited to have, that in the bank for the future or a future sibling one day as well. So we're very excited to get started. Today is Tuesday, June 4th, and today is cycle day 4 for me. It actually worked out well, so it makes the dates easier to track. And I went in yesterday for my baseline appointment. I was definitely further along than I think we all had thought that I would be. I already had 1 10 millimeter follicle, 1 11 millimeter follicle, and my lining was already at 5 millimeters. So I started letrozole last night. I'm taking 5 milligrams of letrozole, and I will do that Tuesday through Saturday night. And then I will go back in on Sunday for an for another monitoring appointment. Trying to find a good time for the embryo transfer cycle was a little bit challenging, and I really have just come to peace with the fact that it will never be a perfect time. This is about as perfect as I could get it with my schedule. So as I said, I am in real estate, I work for a builder, and I am in the process right now this year of kind of being their grand opening specialist. So I'm bouncing around from one community to the next, opening up these new communities. In these grand openings, we have to sell 15 to 20 homes in a 30-day period. So it's busy. There's a lot of stress, there's a lot of pressure, and it's busy. I think I'm working the next 14 days straight so that we can get to the goal. Now, the great thing is this grand opening ends on the 15th. So I believe my transfer will be early the week of the 16th based on how everything is tracking right now. I'll go back in on Sunday for another monitoring appointment. I expect that I will trigger early next week, kind of the first half of next week, just based on how my body reacted to the letrozole for the IUIs. Typically, I was ovulating or having the LH surge around day 10, 11 when I was on letrozole. So I'm kind of expecting the same thing here, and I'm glad that I'm going in on Sunday, which will be day 7 of my cycle. Day 7 or 8. I don't know. My dates are all mixed up. I'm doing this video before work. And so I will have my transfer when this grand opening is done. So the stress and the pressure will kind of come off. I'll do the transfer, which will be really good. And then I get to spend my 2-week wait in Mexico on a single moms by choice retreat, which I'm very excited about. I will be surrounded by 8 other women who are also on this path and understand what I'm going through. And I think it will just be a really special and relaxing way to spend my 2-week wait. So I'm very grateful and excited about that. I'll take you along throughout the journey, but this is where we're at, and I'm very excited to get started. It feels like it's been a long time coming, but I am feeling hopeful. I'm feeling very grateful. I'm feeling very grounded and centered, and I am very excited to get started. I feel like I've said I'm very excited probably about 20 times in this video, but if you've been following me along, you know that it's been a roller coaster of emotions and life events that have led me here, and I just feel like the timing is perfect. So fingers crossed that I will be pregnant soon with my little babes, and I will continue to document and post throughout the journey. Until then, I'll see you in my next one.